And then I saw the palette and I was just like, what? Wait, what? So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video, and this was just, I don't know what really compelled me to like have to make this specific video, but I was scrolling through Instagram as one does, and I came across a palette I saw on Trendmood that they posted today, and I have to say I was so shocked when I saw this palette because I was completely taken back by it. I thought it literally was a joke, and I'm like, what day is this? It's April 1st, and of course it's not. This is a real palette, and I can't believe it. So what I'm talking about is the MAC Cosmetics palette for The Sims. So this is what the palette looks like if you have not seen this post yet. I have to say, nothing bad about like the actual eyeshadow palette. Like, it's pretty, it looks nice. But when I literally saw this, I'm like, is this a joke? Because there is nothing about this eyeshadow palette that says The Sims other than the literal logo on the actual packaging. Like, there is no color in here that I'm like, you know what? This looks like a Sims palette. No way in hell. Absolutely nothing about this looks like The Sims, and I have such a sweet spot in my heart for The Sims because I literally grew up playing this game. I remember when it came out in the year 2000, some of you weren't even born yet, but I was playing The Sims. I have the fondest memories of playing like the original Sims, and it will just always have such a soft spot in my heart. I have played like every PC version of the game, all the way from the original Sims, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. I have spent so much of my childhood allowance on The Sims, and to see like one of my most favorite like intellectual properties collaborating with a makeup brand, I was excited, but then I saw this and I'm like, that is not that is not a Sims palette. And so it was really just such a letdown when I saw this. And sometimes I go on these little passion projects, so I'm not kidding. I literally saw this post at about 3 o'clock today, and I had 1 hour left in work and it was a slow day. So you know what? I was like, I could design a way better palette than that in an hour. So I literally gave myself 1 hour, and this is the version that I created if I was in charge of designing a Sims MAC Cosmetics collaboration palette. Now, I'm not trying to say that, oh, my palette is the best palette that's ever been designed. Not even close. But if I were in charge of designing a palette for The Sims, it would definitely be something a little bit more in this realm. So of course you have the iconic green little plum bob diamond colors in there with the blue and a bright pink, and of course some little like neutral colors in there as well. If I was designing a palette, you always got to throw in just a couple neutrals to really pull a palette together. So this is just a really simple, literally like I said, 1 hour. In 1 hour I selected all the colors, I arranged them to create the color story that I thought would look nice, and I even created this faux promotional kind of like concept picture of what this palette could look like and how it could be so much better. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like mine is at least a tiny bit more of the embodiment of The Sims than what MAC came up with. And I'm sure there are hundreds of other people that could create an even better palette than this, but just something that even gives you like just the tiniest whisper of like the soul of The Sims, like would be way better than what MAC came up with. And to make it simple, I even just pulled all already existing MAC shadows and created the palette that way. So it's not like I just created some color that they don't even have. These are all MAC colors that are already existing that you can buy right now and create your own palette with. And so I don't know, something about MAC has just seemed so lazy to me over the last few years. They're not exciting. Of course, whenever they put out stuff like this that is a little bit sloppy in my opinion, or maybe sloppy is not the right word, but just so lackluster. It just does not even begin to capture the essence of The Sims, which is so bright and so colorful and so animated and so fun and so nostalgic for so many people that it just blows my mind that they could drop the ball this bad. I'm sorry if I'm being really like hard on this palette. It's definitely just all in good fun. I'm not very serious about all of this, but to a point I almost am, just because I'm like, really? You just slapped the logo on a random palette is what it looks like and just said, hey, yeah, that's a collaboration, that's the palette. Really makes me sad because I remember MAC used to have the most iconic collections you could imagine. Hello Kitty, Heatherette, Barbie, there's so many. And apparently I'm not the only one, because when I saw this post, I literally looked at like the top 3 comments just to see, to like, you know, reassure myself, hey, am I crazy or is everyone else going crazy for this and thinking it's the best thing ever? And of course, all the top comments are like, what is this? So I was very validated that other people clearly agreed and I wasn't going crazy. But even mine, I have to say, is a tiny step up from whatever MAC created when it comes to capturing the zeitgeist of something so iconic such as The Sims. So this was a very different video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter and not too crazy, but yeah, let me know. What do you think about my palette? You don't have to love it, but do you think it's better than what MAC came out with? Yeah, and let me know, how would you create a Sims palette if you were the creative director and you had the reins to do whatever? What colors would you choose? What kind of vibe would you want the palette to look like? Would it be very colorful? Would you go more neutrals like MAC did? Let me know why and what you think about my palette as well as the MAC one, and let's just start a discussion in the comments below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. Until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.